The good news is, there's still quite a few whales and dolphins out there.
Carl, whenever you're here and whenever we have an interview with you, it's always for a jealousy-inducing trip. And today is a personal favourite of mine, actually. We're talking about diving with whales and dolphins, or whale watching as well. And why would you want to go on a trip like this? I've heard long time out there searching, not seeing much in the middle of the ocean. What's really great about these types of trips? Well,
in my experience, this is the type of animal that is easy to connect to as humans. They're actually obviously very intelligent, and in many ways, I think they relate to us. So when you're in the water with something like this, you really sense that there's a connection. The other thing is, of course, they're very beautiful. I mean, if you just look at an ecstatic experience, and to me at least, it's fantastic to be out in the great vistas of the ocean and to have the salt spray in your mouth and feel the connection with nature. So I think for most of us that go on these type of trips, we really come back feeling very enriched, and I think it's a great experience for most of us.
And so where are the best areas to do this type of tourism? Where's the best place you've been to do this type of tourism as well?
Well, there's a lot of them. The good news is, there's still quite a few whales and dolphins out there. Now, for whales, I would say places like this. This is the Indian Ocean. Here we have humpback whales. Is a fantastic place to go. Previous shot was in Chile, where you find also all kinds of whales. A little bit colder water, but still very exciting. Northern Norway, for example, if you want to go and see sperm whales, it's a great place up in Andenes. There's a number of good places for humpback whales around the world. What people like about humpback whales is that they breach, so they jump out of the water, and that's really spectacular to see. Other nice places would be Hawaii Islands, or so if you look around the world, actually, there's quite a few places you can do it. And with dolphins, for sure, all across the tropics, you tend to find them. Spinner dolphins are fantastically fun. They jump around, make all kinds of loops in the water, which is really, really outstanding. But even the sort of less well-known things could be exciting. If you're very lucky, you might also see a kill. Killer whales, for example, would hunt all kinds of things. And if you're lucky, I was in Galapagos once, and we had a sea turtle which was attacked. That's actually quite a spectacular drama in nature as well. So, they're not just docile, nice little creatures. They also intend to be part of the action from time to time.
Mm-hmm. I hate to lower the tone, as it were, but to see this kind of action, how much are we talking in terms of money? How much is typically a trip like this cost?
Well, the first thing, of course, is to get to wherever you want to go. And that can be all kinds of different figures depending on where you're starting from. I would say most places which they will charge you is maybe somewhere between $50 to $200, depending on how many people are on the trip, what kind of engagement it is, how far you're going out into the ocean. For those of us who like cold water, and I do a lot, Antarctica is also a spectacular place to see it. But then, of course, you have to be on the trip to Antarctica. So, that probably sets you back $5,000 or more just to begin with. Yeah. I think the overall experience with whale watching is that it's not too bad. Some places, when you go diving with them, you have to have special permits, so that then adds to the cost, and you have to prepare in advance and so on. So depending on exactly what kind of trip you're going, you'll have some variation there.
So you told us the story about killer whales hunting a turtle on one trip. Tell us a few other. What's the best experiences you've had?
Well, one of those personal connections I had, I was out diving alone down about 20 meters in Seychelles, and we were in a fantastically beautiful area. And suddenly these two dolphins just swim up to me like this, and they'd really look at me, and it's just this feeling like, we're all on the same planet and we're all connected. And I think that was maybe one of my best experiences.
Just finally to finish up as well on maybe a bit of a side. You've obviously been doing these kind of trips for quite a few years now. Have you noticed any changes, and is that kind of really important for you to kind of affect change and improve the scenarios for these?
Well, the good news is we're getting better and better at protecting things, and we're setting aside large areas now for protection. So in fact, some of the whale species are coming back, and I think they're doing good recovery, like humpback whales, as I mentioned. On the other hand, there are other ones like the northern right whale. It's called the right whale because it's the right whale to hunt. Those ones we've done a lot of damage of, and they're not really coming back as we thought. So depending on where you are and what kind of system, you'll see quite a lot of variation. But overall, I think we have a slight increase in whales around the world.
Carl, thank you as always. Fascinating story, and keep up the good work. It's always great to see you.
Great to be back.
And thank you for watching. And to see more videos with Carl and to get involved, head over to dukascopy.tv.